All right, it's time for the seventh film of the 17 full moon feature films that I wanted to check out and talk about. So, and we're continuing on with the Puppet Master films. This is the seventh one in the franchise. This is Retro Puppet Master. Released by Full Moon, November 9th, 1999. It was written and produced by Charles Banner and directed by David Dakota, who did Puppet Master 2, Creepazoids, Sorority Babes, and the Slime Bull Orama, and obviously Curse of the Puppet Master last video. Yeah, it seems to be the go-to director now for the Puppet Master franchise. So, Retro Puppet Master is an expansion of the prequel of Puppet Master 3. So this one takes place before that. You go way back to, so it starts off with like Toulon talking to the puppets and some other people and telling them um, how he basically came about of learning the uh, Egyptian magic of keep bringing puppets to life and keeping people's souls in puppets so they can live on. And yeah, overall, it's a pretty good film. I thought it's really ridiculous. It starts off with like an Egyptian god voice bringing mummies back to life, and then they look like men in black for some reason, like trench coats and black top has to fit in with the times. It takes place during like just after World War I in Italy, I believe. Yeah, where so for some reason people think this one takes place right before um, the third one, which is actually takes place during World War II. So this one is quite a bit older, and so you see a young Toulon trying to be a puppeteer, and it's not going too well. This older guy comes up and start teaching him how to the essence of bringing this these living puppets to life, and you get to see. It's cool to see how the early iterations of them were. They're just like legit sculpted pieces of wood and that were moving basically. You have like the older pinhead, an older blade. There's two new ones in there. I can't remember what they're called, their names were, but you get some new puppets to add to the puppet criteria. You even have an old 6-shooter demo basically, and yeah, so the first half it's pretty dull. It basically, you got a lot of good character build up. You learn more about Toulon upbringing and everything, and how all these people are trying to understand why he's doing this, and that, and it's like a love story mixed in there too. And after he brings them up, some people try to take advantage of him and like the evil Egyptian sorcerer's henchmen from come and try to take it back from him. And they have these weird abilities to like read minds and stuff, and it has like this really cheap CG wave effect, which is probably not that bad, but it looks kind of dated now. And yeah, it's a little ridiculous and campy, but it's still entertaining. And it's basically a revenge film, a half love story, half revenge film, trying to just uh, keep his puppets around and not have people get rid of his secret, which clearly he was successful. You kind of know the outcome because this is the seventh film in the franchise, and they're just going back way even further. But it's cool to see how like it motivated him to continue with the puppets and stuff and be good for a little bit, then turns bad, and then turns good again. So it's pretty interesting to think of how the timeline went. Overall, the acting is not the greatest. Half of them are terrible. I thought half of them are pretty knew what they were doing. But you don't like. There's not much to complain. It's a full moon movie. Like about the sets and everything look pretty good. The cinematography and everything was pretty well done. Like I said earlier, the CG's a little cheap. This one actually has some stop motion animation in it, which is good to see that they put more thought into the puppets instead of just using stock footage and stuff. They actually designed a whole pile of new ones and incorporated those as much as possible as they could afford, and which I actually like too. And yeah, it was enjoyable. It kind of drags for some points, but overall, it was a decent film. It's nothing too fantastic or anything like that, but it's still a fun watch. And especially if you like the Puppet film Master films, you'll probably enjoy this one a little bit more than the previous one, Curse of the Puppet Master. But it's definitely not like Puppet Master 3, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, but it's still decent enough to hold it on its own. So yeah, retro. I'm gonna give Retro Puppet Master probably a 3 out of 5, only because the acting and some of the writing was pretty crap, and yeah, the effects and stuff. Some of them are a little dated now, but it's still good, little entertaining, fun time, and it drags a bit. So yeah. But if you haven't seen this film and you want to check it out, there's a trailer link down below if you want to relive it or whatever. It's linked down below, so you check it out. May continue on the Puppet Master series as we're going along with it. So yeah, that's down there for you to check out. Also, my Instagram's always linked down below, where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. Pretty much every day. So yeah, I usually have the film title and a hashtag and the subgenre film in there too, so you're aware of it. And yeah, so make sure you follow me on Instagram to stay in the loop. Make sure you like this video, share it so more people are aware of it and aware of Full Moon in general, because they are an actual good company and they're still going strong now. And make sure you subscribe so you can hear my opinions on some of the other Puppet Master films and other Full Moon films in general. I still got quite a few more to go. I got like 10 more at least for now. So yeah, make sure you subscribe and comment your opinions of this film down below as well if you've seen it. And also, let me know what your favorite Puppet Master film is and what's your favorite Full Moon film or franchise in general if you've seen them and like them as much as I do. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you think of them down below and what your favorites are. So yeah, and also if you have any films that you want me to review in the future, make sure you comment those down below as well. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. And well, now I'm probably going to sit down because I know the next one has a really bad rap. And it's been so long since I've seen it, I don't remember any of it. But I'm probably going to do it in the next, at least 2 more Puppet Master films. But we'll see. At least, and we'll try to get into some of the other Full Moon franchises and other films in general. So yeah, but that's it for now. So I guess I'm gonna hunker down and try to see what Full Moon feature I'm into for tonight and later on tonight, so you can hear about it tomorrow. So yeah, so then, cheers.